In this video, we'll talk about starting an architectural drawing from scratch. If I say File and New, we'll use Imperial for this one, and I'll say OK. One of the things we're going to change in this architectural drawing is the format and units. And in the Unit dialog box, I'm going to change from decimal to architectural units. Once I say I don't have to worry about precision here, I don't worry about the angles in this case for an architectural drawing, I'm just going to say OK. Now I can tell that it worked because the units in the lower left-hand corner show feet and inches now. If you're starting an architectural drawing and you don't see the foot mark, you won't be able to use it. Okay, now that I've got that done, I could create a couple of layers here for my architectural drawing. And let's say that I said New Layer. And let's say that I wanted a layer for walls. I'll do another new layer for doors. Maybe another new layer for windows. I'll need one for my dimensions. For my text. Maybe other things, but at least for my title block. So I've got a few new layers here. If I'm going to put my walls on their own layer, maybe I want a slightly different color for my wall layer. Maybe I'll pick blue. And we'll come back and I'll say dim. I'll do a few things here. Dimension I'll do in red. I'll make the walls layer my current layer. And I'm ready to start drawing walls. Now you can see that if I draw a line across here, based on the numbers in the lower left-hand corner, when I get to the right-hand side, I'm only at about 1'7" in width. That's not enough room to really draw an architectural building. So if I draw a line in, I'll get into the line command, pick any point at all, and again, as long as I have my polar turned on down here, when I get to the right, it'll stop at 0 degrees. I could type in, let's say, 50 feet, 50 with the foot sign. I have to remember to put the foot sign in because if I don't, I'm doing 50 inches. So I say 50 feet, hit enter, and enter again. Since I can only see a couple of feet on the screen, this 50-foot line is way off the screen to the right. So if I double-click the wheel and then roll it out a little bit, now I see the entire 50-foot line. So if that's the width that I wanted to draw my building to, let's say we wanted it 50 feet long, and then I said, okay, give me another one that comes down here and go down 40 feet, for instance, and then come back, say, 25 feet. I'll start over up here and come down 30 feet. And come over somewhere, come over here somewhere, and again up here somewhere. Don't know what the distances are, but I can always trim it off. So I'll use the trim command. Pick both of these objects and trim off the ends. So now I've started my architectural drawing. And now we can go ahead and do things like dimensioning it, put more walls in, doors, windows, etc. But this would be the beginning of an architectural drawing. We started a new drawing with English units. We then went to format units and set it to architectural. We then drew one line in that was much longer than the width of our current screen was, say the width that we're going to want our building, and then zoomed out and we could continue on from there.